Miguel Custodio from Los Angeles. Miguel, so good to see you. Thanks for being on, taking time out of your day today to just react to this case. Such a difficult one, but what are your takeaways in how Roberts delivered these difficult facts against a mother to this jury?
Well, first off, I mean, this is such a difficult trial in the sense that the facts are just horrific. Nobody should ever have to go through something like this. And, you know, you feel bad for the attorneys, the prosecutors, the judge, the jury. And I thought, you know, kind of digressing a little bit, I thought it was really just weak and shameless that the defendant, you know, had an excuse as to why she, you know, couldn't be there. But he delivered his argument, his closing arguments masterfully. And it's not that hard to do in a case where there's a lot of really bad facts against the defendant. I mean, it's really just about picking and choosing which one. And he did a great job. I mean, he went down, doubled down on a lot of bad facts, on the fact that she waited 18 minutes to call 911. He was 69 pounds when the police arrived, and he's 15 years old. There's so many facts here that I thought the prosecutor did a great job. I
agree, Miguel, when you said that he just had to pick the bad facts that he wanted to use, but wove them together in a really even tone way. He was thorough. It seemed that he gave the jury everything that they will need in making a decision to come back with a state positive verdict. And he apologized about just how difficult this has been for them and what he had to show them. I mean, we can't even see these videos and photographs of what happened and show them to our viewers because they were just too graphic. And there aren't any in-life photos of this victim. I want to play back a moment that the jury heard today from an investigator. He was the rebuttal witness for the state, where he described watching the surveillance videos that showed the final moments of this young boy's life.
During this time, and previously while I observed Timothy in the room, he was taking short, shallow breaths through his mouth. Kind of picture how a fish out of water would breathe, with gasping for breath through their mouth. And she clamped his mouth shut, tells him that he doesn't need to breathe like that, and then holds his mouth shut for a period of time until he's forced to take breaths through his nose, and tells him, see, you didn't need to breathe through your mouth like that. You're being a dummy or an idiot, something along those lines.
And does she leave the room at that point?
She does.
And is that the last time anyone actually has any contact with Timothy in that room?
That's correct.
And you've had an opportunity, does that camera continue to record all through the night into the next morning?
It does.
Because this was about between 11 and 11:30 on July 5th, is that correct?
That's correct.
And so the camera records into the next morning, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you've had an opportunity to watch all of that video, is that my understanding?
Yes.
And at some point, does it appear that, and you're not a medical doctor, I understand that, but does it appear that Timothy actually passes away while in view of that camera?
Yes, it appears that way to me. He can be seen, his chest rising, lowering very slightly, small little movements, and then there is a point in time where you stop seeing that, and his body just kind of relaxes, and it appears to me that he has died at that point.
Miguel, the prosecution said that he had ceased to be a person to her. I thought that was such a powerful moment in these closings. If you're the defense, how do you come back from that? How do you even start to present to this jury that has just been overwhelmed, it seems, with bad evidence against the defendant?
3 words: short and sweet. I don't think the defense here wants to spend a lot of time trying to come up with justifications, or really what we've been hearing throughout the trial, the Saudi defense, right? Some other dude did it, meaning her son. And any excuse that they try to put up as to what happened here is just gonna make them look even worse. So they're better off just doing something very short, very quick, to the point, and sitting down.
We will watch together at how the chief public defender, Fred Johnson, who is handling this case for the defense, handles the closing. That's on the other side of this quick break. Don't go anywhere.